brothers. Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right, that's the Most High in the name of His Son. I'd like to give a double honors to the apostles of Greatmillstone who rule well, and honors and salutations to all you Akim out there, that's laboring in the truth and sincerity. All right, pretty much we're gonna go into it. Today's a Saturday. Okay, now normally we would be at the other camp spot with the other the apostles and elders and the other brothers in the New York camp, but the Spirit, basically got us set up out here right now. From time to time, we're gonna be doing videos in different locations or whatever, because pretty much we in the wilderness anyway. We going, but we gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And what pretty much give me Romans the 12th chapter in the Spirit, because normally there's times where we get different ones of us get to the camp late or whatever, because see, what a lot of brothers don't know is we come from great distances a lot of times, and we to make it to the camp. But what happens is we're still in Babylon, and the scriptures speak about being subject unto payments and so forth and so on. So we still gotta work or whatever. So basically, a lot of Saturdays, which is the main camp day, a lot of us we have to work or whatever the case is, right? Provide or whatever. So after we work, we shoot to the camp. It might take us an hour and a half to 2 hours to drive to the camp. So the Spirit got it set up now to where we just get up in certain areas wherever brothers are close, and we're just gonna be doing this. And then, Lord willing, we're gonna probably set up a live channel, for whenever we do brothers are working. Because I mean, sometimes it's not all the time, but whenever brothers are working or whatever, it's just another vehicle to make it more feasible to keep pushing His word. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's about pushing His word. Okay, and we ain't forgot about none of that. We ain't casted our first love. We remember our first love, and we still gonna stand strong in the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai at the end of the day, and keep laboring like the rest of you brothers, right? So you got Romans that, whatever's
Yep. It said, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Right, by the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And at the end of the day, we all hoping for mercy when it boils down to it. All right, and the scriptures say, if you want to get it, and Peter's give diligence to, hey, and whatever the Spirit, however the Spirit work, Spirit come on you brothers. But we hoping for mercy, man, and that's why this is part of the diligence, man. So the Spirit opened things up to where now, we ain't rushing, which we didn't mind. Not that it was you know what I'm saying, because we didn't mind, brother. We do whatever we got to do the work. You understand? But now the Spirit got it set up, and two, hopefully this will further the gospel as well. This will further the gospel, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is pushing this truth, man. All right, working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. The Spirit got an apostle to heart to make that video, and a few other brothers, Apostle Ron made a video, the fear of the Lord, and you're supposed to have a healthy fear of the Lord, man. All right, and we fear the Lord. That's why we go all out. We ain't, what I'm saying, we ain't, what other reason would we be breaking our neck for over 20 years, driving over hundreds of miles to do this work, man? Paying, all that shit costs, man. So that's why, it's nothing if we ask for tights or priest fund or offering or whatever.
It costs to go to war.
Right? It costs to go to war, man. You know how much, but man, you figure on $40 to $50 at least just to drive back and forth to camp and maybe get something to eat. Yeah, and then not to mention the wear and tear on which we've done it, we still doing it. We did it for been over 20 years, we did it, and we still going strong, but it's through the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that's on us. But that's that sacrifice, man. Because we believe, man, we know, we see it, man. We see the prophecies coming to pass. So that's why we do this thing, man. And Lord willing, the Spirit abound on us when we continue, man. And anybody that don't want to do this work, the hell with them, man. All right, and I don't give a damn how long you've been in the truth, man. Because all that don't mean shit if you don't finish it, man.
Endure to the end.
And hold Luke the 12th chapter,
You got to endure to the end.
Go ahead.
It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most
High. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be a sacrifice. All right? Use your sacrifice for other bullshit in the world, man. Like I tell brothers in other camps in other states, which the Spirit got it set up And that's the thing. Things change, man. Things change. It's not going to always be the same thing all the time. All right, sometimes it's just, you know, business as usual. Yeah. But then the Spirit changes things up, man. And you got to be willing to, you got to be ready, not willing because it's of the Lord's will. You got to be ready to make the change and follow the Spirit, man. Walk ye in the Spirit that you not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because it's easy to get caught up into this wicked-ass world, man. You see? But you got to fight. You got to fight, man. Okay, you got to be ready to be a sacrifice, man. Okay, the Spirit got things now where basically everything's circling the drain, man. So you want to be in this work to the end, man, and finishing it, man, at whatever cost, man. Go ahead.
That you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Right, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So what else are you going to be doing, man? Like I said, I don't know what a Saturday is, man. Okay, a lot of which, you know, the Spirit got it set up different. Some brothers go out on Fridays or during the week or whatever, and the Spirit probably might open us, you know, because we've been talking about it, because the Lord is going to, we ain't going to always be fucking tied up by these jobs. Y'all brothers don't know, we be working like 7 days a week, man. Be tired as hell still doing shows, though. Because the Spirit of the Lord is on us, man. All right? This is where our heart is into this truth. You see?
It's across the bed.
And any brothers who heart ain't into this truth, then the hell with them, man. You know, yeah, it is time for you to, why don't you can gracefully bow out, man. You're doing it to yourself. Okay? Matter of fact, that's James. I'll get that scripture, man.
Go ahead. Yep, and I'll read the second verse. It said, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right.
And that's what it's like. And that's what it means to be born again. This whole world, don't get me wrong, you gotta have checks and balances and everything. You know, you gotta still deal with your business in the world, but you gotta deal with your first love, and the Lord sees that. And guess what? As long as you, like the scripture say, Matthew 6:33, says, seek ye the kingdom first, and everything else will be added. You do that first, the Lord. The scripture say faith without works is dead. You gotta have a balance of both, and the Lord sees everything. They tell you that in Hosea. What was that? The book of not Hosea, Hebrews 6:10. The Lord ain't forget your works of love. Everything's in love, man. The Lord, Yahweh Shai says, no greater love than a man lay down his life for his brother. So when you're out there on the highways, byways, sacrificing, studying, putting these lessons together to edify the flock, because that's what it's all about.
Yep.
And when you read 1 Corinthians 8:1, it said, knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. And that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, because hey, at the end of the day, which look, I've been wanting to do the parable about the penny. That was one of the parables I've been wanting to go into. But hey, I bought the brother got him. But at the end of the day, we all laboring for that same penny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, you gotta have it works. If you've been caught in this truth, your works are supposed to abide in this truth, man. And then that's, man, so many scriptures come into my mind, and it's beautiful that the Spirit always keeps increasing, man. Things get tightened up, things get revved up. You know, niggas talk shit, start scoffing, okay? The niggas, you're gonna always have scoffers, man. But guess what? We're gonna get that reward if you continue. You gotta continue, you gotta push, man. Your passion and everything's supposed to be in this work, man. Hey, okay, Yahweh Shai said that the harvest is plenteous, man. The elect, okay, Israel is dying for this truth, man. All right, and the Lord said, I will feed you with passions according to my heart. All right, which is according to the word. So we got to feed people this word, man.
Okay, what the Lord
said. The elect, that is, too. Yep. Slack you, brother. Yep. Now, go ahead.
Like I say, it's a scripture again for it, but hey, the scripture said, work out thy own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah.
Not only in the eyes of the apostles, elders, or your camp leaders or captains, whatever, but even when the camera's off, even more.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be brotherly behind the scenes as well, because you got these cats come in there, have boom, boom, boom. Don't get me wrong. You got to feed, the scripture said that the lips of the righteous, Proverbs 10:21, that the lips of the righteous feed many, but you also got to set an example how to be a brother on the camera and off. You know, and the cat that ain't, and what makes you a brother? The Lord said, he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven.
Yeah, this is brotherhood, man.
Yeah.
This is fellowship, man. All right? The Lord didn't give us this knowledge, the understanding of these scriptures, to not do nothing with it, man.
Sit
all right?
Yeah,
and if you do sit down and you do feel or got an attitude that I don't got to do the work, or I don't got to do, and like I said about the 3 shows a day, and I don't even, I mean, well, 3 shows a week, pardon me, but I don't even count. I don't know how many shows I do, man. I just do shows, man. And I've been doing shows before that decree because the Spirit makes you want to do the shows, you know? And I always thought that. I said, damn, it shouldn't even have to come to a brother. You know, I'm telling you, you know, you should feel bad, okay? And then if you wasn't, you know, hey, okay, the righteous man falls 7 times, but now you should be up even more on fire, man.
That's true.
All right? And if you don't want to if you got a problem with coming out on the highways and byways or teaching shows, feeding the flock of the Lord, then you ain't shit, man. And the Most High gonna destroy you, man. Especially if you came in the truth and put your hand to the plow, all right? Even if you get kicked out of the so-called circle of GMS or whatever, you still held accountable for teaching His word. All right? You still got to continue. And pray the Most High have mercy on you, man. Okay? Like the brother said, when the cameras is off, like the scripture said, the Apostle Paul said, look much more in my absence, man. Okay? Because this truth should be in you.
This is on Proverbs 12 and 17 and 18. It said, he that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit.
Yeah, and that's all we come in with, the 100% truth, man. You're supposed to be, you're supposed to understand what you involved in, man. Shit gets rough, shit gets ill sometimes, man. But you got to deal with it, man. And you should be connected to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai if you've been around for a minute, man. All right, and you should understand how to deal with it, man. The scriptures say the Lord is not going to put nothing on you more than what you can bear.
Right.
You know, it's no fear, man. You got to continue in the work, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. Find a way to escape, he said too. This is the 18th verse.
Yep.
There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health.
Right. Because why? This is the healing right here, man. The Lord said this is the healing, but the refreshing, but they would not. Okay, this is the healing right here. So the Lord gave us this is the top herb. All right, brothers want to get all into the herbs and shit, right? Taking vitamins and drinking all kind of different smoothies and juicing, and which that's beautiful. I do this. We all do this shit, right? But this is the ultimate medicine, man.
Yeah.
All right, and it's only for a select group of people. It's not for everybody, man. That's why everybody can't do this work. The Spirit of the Lord got to be with you to do this work, man. All right, bottom line, it ain't none of us righteous. Ain't no righteous thing that we did. But the thing is, for a guy to sit there and talk shit or whatever the case is, don't want to do the work of the Lord, man, you really playing yourself, man. If I may, I want to read one scripture. I'm go right to you. I'll bring this one scripture out, man. This is James chapter 1. I'll start at 19. It says, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak. And that's another thing. A lot of guys get all emotional and don't know how to control your emotions, man. Now, we in the flesh, so of course, the scriptures say you got a right to be angry. Brother can't tell you can't get pissed off, man. You can't vent. How the fuck you gonna get mad at a brother if he venting, man? We in hell, goddammit. Of course brothers is gonna fucking vent, man. Shit, it's a wonder we don't vent more, man. It's the Spirit of the Lord that got it to where we got it together to where we ain't fucking wilding the fuck out, man. You think, man, come on, man. Being in this fucking kingdom, man. Like I was mentioning about working and shit, my body be all broken up from fucking standing on a fucking ladder all goddamn day. 7 days some fucking week, you know? Getting fucking dirt, you know? For payment. But we understand that, look, through great tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. All right, so for the kingdom that was set before us, we do it, we endure. Right, because we know that an end is coming, man. You know, but it says, slow to speak, slow to rap. Okay, brothers want to get, you know, be quick to bring brothers and make videos about, oh, this brother is the demon, he's the devil. All right, you know, and here it is. here it is. You just came in the truth about, you know, a year or 2 or 3. You know, you should be more so paying attention, man. Just because you see, don't be a parrot. All right, don't be a zombie. We talk about nature, man. You see the apostles doing something, or you might see us elders doing something, getting, first of all, through the Spirit of the Lord, we got the experience through the Spirit. We've been in this battle, man. All right?
Battle test.
We battle testing, and we still battling, man, through the Spirit, man. All right? So you can't just parrot and mock what you see, or be a zombie what you see other apostles, elders, because the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with them on that level, man. All right? Sometimes certain things might, if you just came in, you ain't really been tested, man. You ain't really earned the right to be sitting there doing a video without no counsel, right? This would happen in the past. A lot of guys would just sit there and air out other brothers that are, you know, under the same moniker without no counsel, man. And the scriptures speak about how you're supposed to take counsel before, you know. Those are things that you learn when you first come in. You see?
Hey, like I said, this is the Lord's movie. You got the plot, and then you got subplots. You got Jacob and Esau. Yeah. That's us as a nation through the Spirit of Yahweh by Shemel Shai coming back together. Then you got subplots. Even within our own nation, the Lord is building it up, and you're gonna have stuff that happens internally. That's why that's why the Lord laid out blueprints, like Matthew, when he said that brother Finney, go talk to him alone.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
it's impossible. Like, we've known each other over 20 years, so you damn right we done had fucking heated as, come on, how many arguments we done went at each other, not, you know, not wickedly, but, you know, shit got heated. But then after it got heated, we applied the scriptures, man. All right? The 3 of us standing here could tell you just alone. Because, you know, but Yahweh Shai knew that was going to happen, so that's why, like the elder Anab said, he left the blueprint of how you're supposed to deal with that. You go to your brother, reconcile, taking the low, and so forth and so on, man. You know?
And so, like I say this, and we at the end, so Satan is going to come like a roaring lion. He's going to try and put brothers once against each other and all this. That's where you got to stand on the scriptures. You got to be a man, deal with stuff. You know, we got this enemy, Esau is coming in. If y'all brothers seen that movie, Purge, see that movie, man. Esau's about to come in and annihilate people. Drones, them niggas with them guns. Only thing that's how we gonna survive this is, like the scripture said, knowledge, wisdom, understanding shall be the stability of that time, and the Lord has to stand up for us. Yeah, the Lord gonna fight for us, brothers. The Lord gonna fight for us. The Lord can do way more than what we can do. That's why I said the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. Because here it is, even though it's pissed off, as mad as all of us are throughout the week, all it is just fucking more and more fucking frustration throughout the week. Everything you fucking deal with in this setup. This is hell, man. That's why the scriptures speak about the everlasting change or whatever. That's hell right here in the flesh in this fucking kingdom, man. The chains of darkness, man. Right? But we still gotta wait for the Lord. The Lord gonna fight for us, man. All right, I'll just finish this verse. I know y'all got a bunch of verses starting to, you know, but it says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness. See, it means humbleness, man. Meekness means to be humble. All right, and that's a thing that a lot of people throw to the side, man. And it's a thing called, I used to say years ago, pseudo humble. Like when you have guys that sit there and try to act like they nice, look, oh, this ain't no personal attack against GMS or the elders like Nazarene, this ain't personal. And then he's gonna sit there. How could you sit there and speak such evil towards the man that taught you, man? Okay, or men that taught you, such as the apostles, man. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Rhymelab, down to us elders. How would you say such you know, like the motherfuckers and this, that, and the third that you say? You know what I'm saying? And then try to act like you being humble. You're not being humble. You're not receiving the word with meekness, man. You know, the Spirit got on me. I did a video earlier in the week. You were taught the truth, man. At the end of the day, you were taught the truth. What you decide to do with it, you decide to hide it, you decide to trample it or whatever, you try to change it. Yeah. You got to answer for that, man. All right? And like Jake got that saying, keep that same energy. When you see Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Shai step to you, keep that same energy, that same spirit. What would the Lord need with a UFO? Keep that same spirit. Ain't no missiles coming. When you see the missiles coming to get to you, keep that same energy, man. You know, as the saying goes. But it says, receive with meekness
the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. So what's going to deliver us, or what's going to be able to save us? The scriptures, but you got to receive it with meekness, man. All right? Can't get caught up into being a damn novice, man. It says, but be ye, this is the key, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only. Because you got a lot of people that'll cun you to death. They'll sit there and they'll like the videos and all that. All right, but what are you going to do? Do you got the ability to go out there and teach, to do videos, to edify? Like I said, even though shit is kind of crazy right now, and like a lot of us, the spirit throughout the years, a lot of us kind of got spread apart or whatever, because we're in Babylon, man. Okay, and in this fucking state, the state we live in, it's a, brother, shit, whatever, all right? But the Lord made it easier to get this word out, man, through the internet, through the YouTube. It ain't like a thing where we got to get the VCR, big camera, with the big tape, right? And we've been through that too, that phase too, through the Spirit of the Lord, right? Or we got to record it, put it on another tape, transfer it to a CD. We ain't got, the Lord got it through, look, our same cell phones. We record it, upload it, do it live, you know? So the Lord did, the knowledge has increased, all right? And this word is out there, all right? Through the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, so it says, but be ye hearers of the, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. So starting from top, from GMS, right, from the apostles, elders, camp lead brothers on down, if you're not doing what the scriptures say, all right, if you ain't out there on the street speaking, the highways or the byways, all right, if you ain't doing the work in season, out of season, if you ain't on fire, right, then guess what? You're deceiving yourself, man. You're deceiving yourself, okay? You want to sit there and get weak and shit because the fire is on. You want to get weak. You want to go fucking to a amusement park to go swing on some damn sleds or some slides or some shit, man. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit, man. We got work to do, man. Okay, first of all, the Lord said, seek ye the kingdom of heaven first. And all things shall be added into it. All right?
Yeah. So with faith, I got a precept for it.
Yep, come.
It's Isaiah 57 and 15. Mm-hmm. It says, for thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in a high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and revive the heart of the contrite.
Right, to revive. Revive, yeah. And that's the most, because we fucked up, man. We fucked up in back. Each brother, we all got stories we can tell you, man. All right? Just like the rest of you brothers that watch the show, man. All right? If a camera was with you throughout your day-to-day, you see all type of satanic shit happening to you brothers, man. Just like it does to us, man. All type, because that's the condition of the battle, man. Okay? And like the elder quoted earlier, the devils come down, Satan's come down as a roaring lion, man, seeking whom he may devour. You know, so that ain't changed. All right.
I got this in Luke.
Okay, yeah, whatever's. Hey,
I got one for you.
Keep them rolling, man.
This is Micah 6 and 8. Say, he has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee.
So again, we all were taught the truth, man. All right, we know what the Lord requires of us, man. You know, after a while, when you become in the truth, when you in the truth for a while, should I say, after, you know, you start growing up like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you know, probably even before then, you should already know what to do, man. At the end of the day, we got to keep teaching this word, man. All right, and we got to stand on what the scriptures say, man.
Yep.
All right, we got not going into our own understanding. All right, not trying to tie no, you know, fuck that Queen of Heaven bullshit. All right, you're supposed to know that with the prophecies are coming, that we in that time, man. Okay, you're supposed to know what to do, not take no chip. Okay, because they plan on putting the chip. The movie The Purge showed you clearly, man. They pushed. It's like it's nothing. They done got people conditioned, man.
No, you
know
how it was in. Oh,
yeah.
No, you know how they did it? By that money, which is a talisman.
Mm-hmm.
When you look up the money, it has the front at the end, the Italian horn, which is the devil's saying, "I trust Satan for my finances." The owl, the web,
Yeah.
And they use that to get people caught up into the New World Order. That's why they got it under the half a pyramid with the 13 blocks, Novus Order Secloria.
Yeah, because when you look at it, everybody, the people of this world, they all trust in money. That's the main thing. Now the scriptures tell you that money is a defense. You need money to, like we said. That's why the hell we gotta, every last one of us gotta bust our ass. You know, from the top on down. But the thing is you got people that's all they care about. So they instead of doing the work of the Lord, they're gonna go out there and try to make it in this society. You had a lot of men that left the truth and trying to seek dreams in Hollywood and the entertainment, trying to rehash and see if they could make it into the NBA, into the NFL, to the rap world. You know I could come out, my album would be fire if I come out right now. You know, I'll destroy that mumble. You know, you got guys that try to leave the truth just in order to try to blow up, man. You see what I'm saying? Because why? They love that money, the deceitful riches, man, as the scriptures call it, man. You see, but the real riches is what? Right here in the Holy Scriptures. These are the real riches, man. These are the real riches that you're supposed to strive for, man.
Okay. Now I said the reason why I brought up that thing with the money and that movie The Purge, that's how they was getting people to take the chip. Yeah. They said, "Oh, we'll give you $5,000, and that if you make it all night, and if you active in the purge, we'll give you more incentives." Yeah. So what? The people went crazy because that's their God. That's
right,
and
it was
they bring all the strong.
And it was a setup.
Yeah.
Because they was playing in that, you know, because that's the devil. He'll sit there and tell you he's gonna give you all kind of money and all that, and he knowing damn well, man, this nigga ain't gonna get a penny. You ain't gonna be around. You're gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they knew that they was gonna send. It was a setup. They showed you, you know, hopefully by now everybody's seen it. I ain't too much of spoil. But they set them people up with the mark of the beast, with the chip, which was basically made it easier for them to hunt them down. You see?
They get tracked.
So them niggas ain't getting paid. That's why the Skeletor was like, "You motherfucker, you mother," you know. Then they shot his ass up, but he went out.
He went out like a warrior. Hey, but that whole thing was the New World Order, which that's the thing that we got coming. That's the thing that's coming nowadays, and that's why we out here teaching this word. Prepare. You're trying to build up the hedge. I can tell you the false prophets in Ezekiel the 13th chapter, they build up the hedge. How you build up the hedge? The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, the beginning of wisdom. If you don't fear the Most High, it's nothing. The Lord said, what's the two greatest commandments? To love the Heavenly Father as thyself, with all thy heart and thy soul, and love thy brother as thyself. With these lay the whole law and keeping the commandments. Because when you fear the Most High, then you build a hedge. The scriptures tell you in Ezekiel, Psalms 34:7, he that feareth the Most High, the angel encampeth around about him. You know, and this is, you're going to go through trials, tribulation, and them tests, but you got to cleave onto your power.
Yeah, if you fear the Lord, you're gonna take this thing serious, man. Like I said, at all costs, man. All right, at all costs, man. You know, if your heart is really into this truth, it's gonna show at the end of the day. You know, at the end of the day, because faith is dead without works. You know, like I said, it's part of the trials and tribulation, man. At the end of the day, you're still required to push this word.
And us, and us being brothers, Lord, we're not like Cain, we're our brother's keeper. Esau's it's that same spirit of Esau. Me, I'm getting mine, do what I gotta do, get over. That's not the spirit of the Lord. That's why we are brothers' keepers. So if you see a brother slipping and going off, that's why the scripture says two is better than one, because when one fall down, the other help pick you up. So we're supposed to look out for each other. That's why the spirit will come down strongly through the apostles, elders, your captains, your leaders, camp leaders, so on and so on, to watch the flock. To watch the flock, to lead you the right way, because sometimes brothers get simple, you got demons, it's a fight.
Bottom line, we're not no hirelings, man. As a matter of fact, get John the 10th chapter, man. All right? We're not hirelings, man. We ain't into this thing for money, man. Obviously, if I'm telling you we break our ass, the 5 brothers you see here fucking busting our ass today to work, to pay bills or whatever, you know we ain't here for no hirelings. Look, all this stuff costs, man. All right? All the different cameras and tripods the apostles got and everything, Wi-Fi, all right, internet. Like I said, over 20 years of traveling, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes even more, with the traffic, all the gas that we don't burn throughout the years, it costs. So if we was about hireling, we ain't making no money here. We paying our money. It exhausts us. All right, but the scriptures say, store your treasures in heaven. Matthew's at the 6th chapter. 6 and 19. Matter of fact, get that. You know, and look, a lot of these scriptures are based. If you notice, like the past week or whatever, a lot of scriptures and lessons been like going back to the foundation when we first came in. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. About the fear of the Lord, right? The Lord ain't gonna put more on you than what you could handle, but make a way to escape, right? Who got the Matthews?
I got it. Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Right, and we ain't got no private Swiss bank account or nothing like that. You know, they sit there and talk about us, you know, robbing people. Man, we ain't robbed nobody, man. First of all, if anything, there should be more brothers sending tights and priest fund, but we know brothers ain't got it or whatever. So that's why we go out there and work, you know, as well as other apostles, other elders, other brothers in the camps, you know. But we far from hirelings, man. Go ahead.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Right, lay not up for yourselves treasures on earth, man. Okay? In other words, this world teach you to save. Oh, we gotta save, make it a bank account so you can buy a house. Okay, so you can sit there, invest in the stock market or whatever, right? This world teach you those things, man. That you gotta save your money, save your pennies for a rainy day. All right? Now, if you got a little surplus or whatever for, you know, the shit happens, money's a defense. Go ahead.
Where moth and rust doth corrupt.
But at the end of the day, they about to bankrupt the society, man.
That's right.
All right? So why all that money, here it is, you done spent 45, 50, some people 50 years of their life putting money into the bank, putting money into their 401k, putting money into their social security, and guess what? The international bankers took all that money, man. You ain't gonna get none of that money, man. And they're gonna kill you, whether literally killing you or killing you through what? Through the food? Through the air poisoning, the air that you in? They know that you ain't gonna get a chance to get that money. So here it is, they whooped your back, they taxed you, took half of your money, then made you put your money into a bank account and lied to you, made you think it's gonna be your retirement, your social security, you're gonna be living good once after you get old to a certain age, and it's a damn lie, man. It's a farce, man.
Yeah, most people don't reach there. Yeah. Most of y'all don't reach to that age.
That's why they keep pushing up the age.
And
they push up the age. You're right. Not lower it. Yep.
And when you get there, and if you do get there, they get some bullshit. Now you ain't gonna get all of it. Like over here, the town we in right now, there's a nursing home. They just shut it down. We all And a lot of the people that retired, they say they ain't got their pension. They stole our pension. So all that work they put in, and there's new. Yeah, I got my. What kind of job you have? Oh, you have a dead end job. Like how we're on a dead end street right now.
Yeah.
They tell you have a dead end job, right? And they brag about what they got. But then when it's time for them to reap in the benefits, it ain't there.
Yeah.
And they get
a lot of them people that they invested in with their 401k, they end up bankrupting or disappearing.
Well, look,
you know?
Yeah, well, the scriptures say what? Trust not in uncertain riches, for surely they get wings and fly away. They just, what's that, Proverbs 23 and 5? And guess what? That's why the Lord says, store not your riches where thieves and robbers can break in. If you got a bank account, you got computer hackers that can break in and delete all your funds or transfer it with one push of a button.
But every other day you hear about breaching like Wells Fargo and other banks systems and everything.
Yep.
So that's not a safe place. So really you're a fool, man. Right? But
hold on, I gotta say this. Then if you got cash money, they're gonna make it obsolete. So at one point you can't even use it.
Yeah.
Or take it another step further. If there's no items to purchase in your gas or your gas station, your stores, and the supermarket, what good is your money? That's why the Lord said in the Lord Our Father prayer, give us this day our daily bread. Because the Lord knows the things that Esau is going to do, but those that trust in the Lord, he said, my servant shall eat.
God. That's right. So, and it's going to come down to faith, man.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to faith, okay? And a show of your faith is by being on the highways and the byways and doing the work, pushing these shows, man. This is a show of faith, man. You see? Go ahead.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, the so-called white man, he'll come in, tax you, you know, put liens on you.
Yeah.
You know, like the scriptures say, he that gathereth riches gather into a bag full of holes, filled with holes. So it's gonna fly away.
Yeah, but and like the Elder Menazat mentioned, like this high tech world you're living in now, dude, just steal your shit out on the internet.
It's even easier.
High tech. Now you got shit like LifeLock. Yeah, buy. Now you gotta buy fucking LifeLock with the hopes that nobody gonna steal your shit on the internet.
Yep, that's right,
You know,
man.
or an actual thief breaking in your house and taking your shit. That happened to brothers.
Well, the money ain't worth shit anyway.
Yeah.
Last night,
You know, and let's not get twisted. Just and not for nothing, but you still, the Lord still had it where during his time of ministry, they had collections, they paid their tithes and all that, but it was a test. You don't want to be like Ananias and Sapphira. They tried to hide the money because that was their trust. That's their God. They figure if they got that money, it answers all things. Nah, you got to still put your trust in, and you still got to do what you got to do, like I tell you in the book of Proverbs. Do good while it's in the power to do good. Don't say tomorrow I'm going to do it. So when it costs, any brothers that's out there, you're supposed to pay your tithes, preach for them to the best of your ability. Now, if you ain't got it and you send a penny, the Lord considers it as righteous. I'm talking about the woman with 2 pennies. Just for edification's sake. You know? You use the money, but you don't worship it.
Yeah, again, money is a defense. You know, like, bottom line is it costs. If you want to get a bottle of water, you know what I'm saying? It costs. You can't go to the pond or something like that. You drink that shit, you might drop dead right there.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
But see, this is the key. This is where your focus is supposed to be. It said, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, which it might come in the form of actual whatever money that you possess. You sitting there, you send donations to the brothers. You pay your tithes, right? You might see a brother in need that he needs some clothes. You might buy him some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Those things, that's storing treasures in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Brother need
okay?
help. Yeah.
Your brother's car break down, you might fix, he ain't got the money, you might just fix it. That's storing treasures in the kingdom. And then the scriptures say what? Because that goes into charity.
That's right.
The scriptures say charity covers a multitude of sin. That's honorable. So you want to get brownie points with the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Not with this fucking world, man.
That's right.
All right. So lay up treasures in the kingdom of heaven, and then the ultimate way you lay up your treasure is what? By what? Coming out here as a sacrificing yourself, man. Sacrificing yourself, your life. All right. What we doing is the highest treason, technically, because why? This world is against everything that's written in the scriptures, man, and we calling it out. We proclaiming it and prophesying against this wicked ass society. So you know that we've been marked, man. All right, but go ahead.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt.
This is what you're supposed to be doing at the end of the day, man. I mean, everything else is trivial. You know, everything else comes after the work, man. You understand? If you want to do stuff with your woman, it ain't wicked for you to have a woman. Don't get it twisted, because some brothers do got a woman and some brothers don't. But it's wicked when you put your woman before the work of the Most High, man. Or you put your so-called family before the work of the Most High, man. Hell, you put yourself, what's that, Luke 14, Lord willing, brother, get it? You put your own self before the work of the Most High, man. All right? There's always time to do all that other shit, man. Really, it ain't going to be time. There's going to come a time where you're going to wish that you were doing the work, man. So like I said, that's why through the Spirit, you see us elders up here, the Spirit moves us to continually do this, man. You know? The fight, we fight. We fight to do it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate for it. This is 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for mastery is temperate in all things.
Right. And that's a balance. And normally, that balance normally comes after a time, through experience and going through things. Then you learn how to become balanced. All right? Go ahead.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Right, because you got people that's sitting up there running, because this is the biggest race, okay? This is the biggest race, and we're racing to get to the kingdom of heaven, which is eternity. But you got the people that's of this world, and other niggas that are probably amongst us still, that they mind in the back of in their mind, not even in the back of their mind, in the front of their mind, they see this world, man. That's the corruptible crown. Why is it corruptible? Because it's all going to be destroyed, man. Okay, and look at this fucking place, man. It's decayed, man. Each decade it looks worse. If you were to go back, like take pictures of certain areas of certain towns, decade by decade, you'll see the change and the transition. Okay? Go ahead.
obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Incorruptible, and that's the kingdom. That's why I said, lay up for yourselves, lay up your treasures in the kingdom of heaven, where neither moth nor rough doth corrupt. Yeah. Okay? That was it. Let's go on that. What you got?
And I'm going to finish the rest of this.
Okay.
I mean, you just said it. It says, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Right. Right, because nobody can take that away from you. And the bottom line, I mean, even though we gotta give diligence, but if you're the elect, you're the elect. If you're not the elect, you're not the elect. That's what it boils down to, man. No man can make you not the elect if you're the elect. No man can make you the elect if you're not the elect. Okay? Don't matter how much a man like you or love you, or how much he don't like you. You know what I'm saying? It matters if Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai likes you. All right? That's why King David said in the Psalms, blessed is the man whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, man. Because all of us is wicked as hell, man. All right? We all, look, that's why the Apostle Paul said, oh, wretched man that I am. Okay? Because we all go off, man. All right? We all go off, man. That's why we need Yahweh Shai, man. As long as we in this kingdom, okay? And it seems like the longer we in here, the more evil thoughts come in your mind. You know, and that's why a lot of brothers get turned against brothers sometimes, or whatever the case is, because we here in this fucking kingdom too long, man. That's what the scriptures speak about, biting and devouring, right? And then it's a Psalms where the Lord said, the lot of the wicked should not rest on the righteous, least the righteous put forth his hand to iniquity. Yep. So then that's why you go back to Matthew the 24th chapter, Yahweh Shai said, look, except those days be shortened, no flesh shall be saved. Because if Yahweh Shai was going to come back soon, right, everybody would be wicked, man. Okay? Everybody would turn wicked or die. So he said, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right?
In Genesis, the Most High said, my spirit shall not overstrive with man, for he's also flesh. You know?
That's the truth, man.
Yeah. But I got something real quick. This is James and 5 and 7, going into patience. It says, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth and hath long patience for it. Right? So now the days we're coming into, you got to keep your patience because, you know, certain brothers figured, especially you've been here for a while, ain't nothing going on. You know, my kids are growing up, my nieces and nephews, and so they're starting to lose their patience because they figure they're losing out on life, you know, whatever, and there's money to be made out here. I ain't getting none of this money. I'm doing all this work in the truth. But the Lord said, be patient, you know, just like when you're growing crops, you know, you got to wait. But at the end of it, it's nourishing and it was worth the wait.
You're gonna be happy that you waited.
Be happy that you waited.
And now the precious fruit. What's the precious fruit? That's speaking about us, man, the elect. I mean, the hopeful elect, should I say? Which, Lord willing, we hope that that's us. You know, and you got to be in that mentality that I'm gonna fight in it to win it. And Lord, have mercy on me. Lord willing, we be of that number. That's the precious fruit. Yahweh Shai is coming. He ain't leave us here. Like the elder Ayathan said. And if you go through it, you're going to be happy. Most of us came in here at a young age. When I was really 17, going on 18, that's normally when most people are just starting to experience shit. All right, but the Lord had me out there in the streets from 12 to whatever, so I did experience a lot of shit in that period of time as a young age. But the thing is, I don't regret nothing. I don't know what the fuck I never graduated from no high school or went to a prom and all that other shit. See, you know, your family members go, and I don't give a fuck about all that shit, man. Just like back then, when the Lord woke me up, my mentality is like, I hate this fucking place, and I can't wait till the Lord destroy it. And it's even more so like that, man. And I'm pretty sure y'all brothers account to the same. So you sitting up there thinking you missing something, and you missing your brain.
Yeah.
You missing your mind.
And furthermore, this present world is way more wicked than it was back then.
Yeah.
So you try to jump into the action now.
Man,
that means that means you're a total demon, man. I mean, there's nothing else that can be said about that. You just a demon.
I'm gonna finish this up. It says, The husbandman waited for the precious fruit.
That's all right.
Go to it real quick.
5 and 8.
5. It says,
James 5 and 8, 5 and 9, 8 verses, 9 verses.
Yeah, come. So it says, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth and had long patience for it until he received the early and latter rain. Because guess what? Yahweh Shai is being patient because he's waiting even more. He's got a kingdom. This was 2,000 years ago. In our time, Yahweh Shai has been waiting to come and get his peace. You know, so Yahweh Shai's been patient. You know, and so it says in verse 8, "Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, meaning your mind, right? For the coming of the Lord draweth nigh." Verse 9, "Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned." Because that's one,
Oh, it's like
no, because that's one avenue Satan is going to take. Is like brothers turning against each other. So that, you know, because look, man, you got to have the brotherhood, and when you outside of the brotherhood too long, you cut yourself off, man, you wide open to them demons. It's like you on a battlefield with the army coming against you, and you all by yourself. You know, you need an army.
Yeah, you all by yourself and with a bitch ass attitude.
Yeah.
You know, you sitting up there wondering why, you know what I'm saying, shit is, you know, and that's because you ain't trusting the Lord, man. You can't put the Lord off. You can't sit there and put, you know, like, whatever, man, I ain't got to do this thing. I don't got to do shows. I don't got to go to camp. You know, I don't got to be amongst the brothers, man. The scriptures speak about the sake of the assembly, man. There's a reason why we gather, man. Now, granted, you know, like I said, a lot of us, we grew together past 20-something years. So, you know, brothers, we got spread out a little bit, so we might not be able to come together because it's not feasible, right? Because a lot of us, we work our scheduling or whatever. But we make sure that we stay in touch. And we you know what I'm saying? We get together. Okay, and then Saturday, like I said, now the Spirit got it set up to where, you know, hey, whenever if we got to work, the Saturdays we work, now another avenue's opened up for us to still do this work. I mean, you know, which we was doing it anyway, but now we, you know, it ain't like we got to be breaking our neck after we getting out of work, taking an hour and a half to get to the camp, and then the camp be only there for whatever time. Now we can, through the Spirit, we can continue, you know. And like I said, the Spirit's probably going to have us opening up another day throughout the week. You know, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Hey, because look, we ain't going to be caught up in these jobs forever. You know, I know the Lord going to free us up eventually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Lord going to, you know, who knows? The Most High might send a brother a blessing or whatever. You know, but right now, because you do need money, do got to pay bills, you know, that's the bottom line.
Yeah, but and all that goes back to prioritizing.
Right.
Priorities.
Right.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, the work of the Lord is number one in all things. All the other everything else is bullshit. I mean, we like the brothers, you know, look, you might want to go somewhere and do it. Cool. But this comes first. It's always make sure. Yeah. And if you feel yourself not thinking on Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, pray, fast, and we're telling you things that we do, man. You might feel like you ain't damn. I ain't
in the spirit. Yeah, yeah.
The zone where I want to be.
You get mad. You get
mad.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, because Psalms 51. Because you looking to hope, make sure the Lord don't take His Spirit, our Holy Spirit from you.
That's right.
So you're supposed to be always crying and praying for the Lord to put that Spirit on you and everything. You know, it's true, man. It's true, brother. Hey, because the more you in this truth, the more. I remember it might have been almost a year. I did a show about being obsessed. Being obsessed. You got to be obsessed with this truth, man. You know, like how stalkers, like you might have a woman that stalk you down and that's crazy over you. Brothers might have a bitch that you can't shake the bitch, you know. You got damn near call the cops and all that shit because she want to stick, you know, she ain't letting you go. That's how you got to be with this truth, man. And I'm sure you brothers the same way. The longer that I've been in this truth, the more that this truth is on my mind, even more. Even when even if I try to escape, like sometimes you want to just free your mind or whatever, then scriptures start popping in your head, or you know, certain things in the spirit start, you know, you always looking at everything spiritually, you know.
Heart meditate on that word daily.
But yeah, but it increases. Like the longer you in this thing, all right, with the hell increases right along with it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you think about this truth more than you ever did. Like when we first came in, you thought you was on fire, and you thought, you know, right? But it seemed like even more, the truth is on my mind even more than when I first came in.
We're getting at the end.
Yeah.
When we see when the scriptures say, "No, it tarry, it shall not tarry."
Right.
At the end, it shall speak. We see that, and that's in our spirit. And that's the Lord supping with us.
Yeah.
When the Spirit, that's the Lord. How's the Lord sup with you through His Word? You know, food for thought.
I got something real quick. This is James 1:20. It says, "Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness." Right? That's just worldly shit.
You can't tell me that ain't spiritual, man.
Yeah, I brought that out earlier.
That's no, but you bring it. That's the spirit, though.
Yeah. It says, "And receive with meekness the engrafted word." Engrafted means it's in you. You know, so it's in you. You can't take it out.
So
It's sewn in you. You know, it's like beat inside of you.
Yeah. But not. I'm sorry, not to cut you off. But see, where a lot of these idiots go off at, you need someone to draw it out of you. Okay, you got to have teachers, man. Okay, hey, the Lord set the apostles up as our teachers, man. The Lord set them up as the leaders. Bottom line, all right. Just like the Lord set up the apostles, the elders before the apostles, such as Abba Bivens, King Masha, High Priest Ariah, Elder Yaikwab, all right, on down to today where we got Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, okay, Apostle Rhymelab, all right. The Lord set them up. You got to have a teacher to bring it out. If the truth and the word is in you, you don't just come out, you know, prophesying and speaking if if it wasn't taught to you.
I got it.
Right?
There's a point. Because that's all the greatest fighters in the world, all the greatest fighters, they had one thing. All of them had one thing. They were all great, but they had to be cultivated. They had trainers.
Trainers to bring it out of them. Yeah, like Tyson.
Yeah, and the trainer would know, like, yo, this dude right here, you respect, you're going to be top of the world one day. And he had to cultivate, he had to put you through the fire, bring it out of you, see where your weak points are, your strong points, you know, work on your strong points, make your weak points a little stronger. So, yeah, until that man, like Sponsor always said this, after a while, when you learn how the game works, you don't need a trainer no more.
Right.
Yeah.
You
don't even need a trainer
now
no more.
you know. Yes.
Now you know.
Yeah, so you know, all you fucking retards out there, you reprobates, man, you nasty reprobates, you need a teacher. Even if the word is in you, that's if the word is in you, first and foremost, man. All right, and if the word is in you, you need a teacher to draw it out, okay?
That's what the word educate means.
That's what the word educate means. That's right, the water, brother.
Hey, this is Malachi 4:5. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming and great dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children."
Right, I'll slack you, brother. So why would the Lord have to send Elijah? Even in this day, the Lord sent Elijah, okay? Because reincarnation is in the scriptures. But why would the Lord have to send Elijah if everybody's just going to wake up and just be prophets and teach without nobody teaching them, man? You got these idiots talking about brothers, you know, misquoting the scriptures. Talking about, look, it said brother should not teach brother no more. That's not talking about right now. It's talking about the kingdom, man. Come on, man. That's reprobates, man. That's reprobates, man. And that's because why? You didn't keep what you had, man. You were taught the right way, but you took it and you threw it in the garbage can, man. And you added to it, man. And then you started feeling yourself, and you thought the spirit was dealing with you, and the spirit that was dealing with you was the spirit of Satan. All right? Yeah, got you.
Hey, but that's what Yahweh Shai say, you err not knowing the scriptures.
Yeah,
you gotta know it, man. But the Lord said in Proverbs, with all that understanding, with all that knowledge, get understanding.
Get understanding.
Yeah.
And that's because a lot of you guys refuse to humble yourselves, man. See, we humble ourselves. That's why, look, man, we deal with whatever comes our way, man. All right, and we humbled ourselves with the Lord. Like if we get cut with the scriptures, because you're gonna get cut with the scriptures. We don't sit there and try to find a way to the loophole to get away from getting cut or whatever the case is. Nah, we just deal with it, man. Okay, the Lord brings judgment out. You know, you might get jacked up sometimes or whatever. But you just pray to the Lord, hey, Lord, have mercy on me, man. Right. We deal with it. That's part of humility. Scripture say before honor, go humility.
Yeah, that's the chastening of the Lord. If you're not chastened, then you're a bastard. You're a bastard.
Right, you're a bastard.
You know? Yeah, so you got to know that. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with the curse." And that's, hey, you got spiritual fathers. You got big brothers and teachers, but you need a teacher. Yahweh Shai said, what was that, book of Romans, I believe the 10th chapter, said, how shall they know of Yahweh Shai unless they had a teacher? You got to teach it first. Then the Lord said in Isaiah, he dealt with them that are weaned and drawn from the breast.
Yeah.
That from the milk. Then you start to eat meat, and then you become a full age.
So you can talk, scoff, pop shit all you want. The Lord set us up to be teachers, man. Okay, just like the Lord set the apostles to teach us. All right, and they were our elders. They still are elders. The Lord set us up as well to teach brothers, man. And that's why we out here, because the Lord set us up, man. Yahweh Shai set us up, man.
The scripture said we have entered into other men's works.
Yeah, exactly. And at the same time, we passing it on to you brothers, so that in turn you go and teach other brothers, as the Apostle Paul told Timothy, man.
Continue the legacy,
right?
I got this. Yep. 1 Corinthians 3 and 4 says, "For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos."
Yeah.
Right. So Paul, the Apostle Paul, and you had Apollos. They were teachers of the Lord. They were prophets of the Lord that went and woke brothers up.
Right. But then you had a lot of guys, because which it happens too. All right. On they could go into a thing of worshiping man more than worshiping the Most High. Even though the Lord gave you these teachers and everything, the Most High is to be worshipped through Yahweh Shai. Right. So you had, a lot of times cats would get simple and everything, and that's why the Apostle Paul, he cursed, I think it was him and Barnabas. It was in one time, I forget where it's at in Acts, but the 14th chapter, and they started statues worshiping Jupiter, Apollos, and calling them Apollos and Jupiter. And he got pissed. He cursed them all off, because why? You know that, look, the Lord is a jealous power, and then sometimes that happens. Like we say with High Priest Ariah. With all due respect, at one time it came to the point where they said, "Well, Ariah told me that." I got that from High Priest Ariah. All right, but they failed to realize what the scriptures say, man. And that was a good scripture, good lesson the Apostle Rakad did. You got to have your own mind in this truth, not following that, and that didn't mean following after your own heart. In other words, you got to come on a level which it takes time and nurturing, where you can spiritually discern. Well, okay, that's the man, or that's the Lord speaking through the apostle or the elder or the camp leader or whatever brother it is. All right, and even the younger brother. Hey, sometimes the Lord do that. The Most High, the Most High works like that, man. He might come with a heavy duty message to a brother of a lower degree, who's not looked at as nothing, right? Right. But the Lord is speaking through him, and if you don't take heed, you're gonna get fucked up. Hell, the brother Tazawum, which he's actually a head brother in the Wisconsin camp, but he's a younger brother. He said he had a dream about ITR, and he said that the brother Tawabia, I think was his name. He said that he spirit had it to. Basically, in a dream, he snapped out of that, or broke off from Nazariah, because he wasn't with a lot of them different breakdowns and teachers. He knew that he was off. All right. So hey, maybe that's a warning. Well, it is a warning, and maybe you might take heed to that, or maybe not. You see? Go ahead.
It says, "For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal?"
Right, because you carnal. You looking at it as men. You're not dealing with the spirit, man. It's all the spirit of Yahweh Shai. We're able to do things. But the Lord set up teachers and instructors, man. All right? So if the man is following of what the Lord said, like the Apostle Paul said, "Be ye followers of me as I am of Yahweh Shai." Right? Mark the perfect man. So if you see the apostles, such as Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Rakah, Arimlab, all right, the elders or whatever, doing what the scriptures say, then guess what? You're supposed to follow what they doing, their works. In other words, as an example, because when Yahweh Shai was here, he gave an example of how to be with the disciples. Right? He told them, he said, "Look, man, you ain't supposed to be ruling over each other like the heathens, man. Exercise lordship over each other." He said, "Look, I'm over y'all, but look, I came to minister to you. To show you how you're supposed to do amongst each other. And that's how you're supposed to, supposed to treat each other." So Yahweh Shai was that example of how you're supposed to, deal with one another and serve the Lord. Same thing like the Lord set up now. We got the apostles. The Lord set them up as an example of what you're supposed to be doing. That's how we know that without a shadow of a doubt that we're supposed to be out here on the highways and the byways, because that's what the scriptures say. And the scriptures say we're supposed to preach the word, be instant in season and out of season. So that's why whether it's hot, whether it's cold. You know, just because it's a hot day, you say, man, it's been hot all week. I ain't had no AC, man. I'm just gonna go to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the pool. I'm gonna go to the water park or whatever the fuck. Instead of, yeah, I'm gonna splash, you know, splash in somebody's pool or something, man. I'll do the work another day. Come on, man. What kind of spirit is that, man? Go ahead.
It says, who then is Paul and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believe?
Right. Just like the rest of us, man. Okay? Just like the apostles, the elders, the other brothers, the Lord set us up as ministers that brought you this word. Okay? Go ahead.
Even as the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, gave to every man.
Right. Even as the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, gave to every man. So again, it's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that's in you. The Lord gives you the spirit to speak this word, to understand these precepts, right? That's in the Holy Scriptures of the Bible.
The Most High get an increase.
The Most High, right, which is going to go into that, right? But the Most High used men to plant the seed, to stir up your mind. All right? Yep, go ahead, you got it.
It says, I have planted, Apollos watered.
Right, so you got one brother, right? Apostle Paul said, look, I planted, so he might have been the first brother that taught you the truth, that told you, look, you know that you are Israelite, you out of the tribe of, hey, maybe we carry 12 tribes. Well, brothers know the 12 tribe sign, but maybe we'll make a, you know, this, you know, whenever we pop, you know, whenever we pop up or whatever, and have another sign, right? But hey, at the end of the day, you know, one brother might have taught you the truth, right? Go ahead. Another brother probably furthered you. You might have seen another brother and he taught you a little more. One man watereth. Go ahead.
Yep. Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase.
Yeah, see, like Elder Ayathan quoted, the Most High gave the increase. In other words, the Most High is the one who opened your mind and it made you understand it. Okay? And made you, and then as you understand this truth, you start to what? You start to grow and come up on a level. Okay? But first, you had to be taught by men. Okay? Paul had to plant the seed, and Apollos had to water it. Okay?
What John the Baptist said? I mean, yeah, John the Baptist said, no man received nothing except to be given to him from on high.
Yep.
You know the Most High got to give it to you, because you